Hey there, welcome back to my indie game devlog series. As is almost always the case, I'm starting off my week a day late on Tuesday. Just got back from work and it's time to kick off development for the week. Yesterday I spent some time collecting feedback, both from you guys as well as from some friends who spent some time playing the latest build of Blink on my iPad. Here's what the week's gonna look like. As you can see, I have a decent number of improvements to tackle this week. First and foremost, I want to make the player's expanding circle match the rotation of the target circle. I've received this comment more than once, so I think it's about time I did something about it. Later this week, I'll hopefully be improving the way I save the in-app purchase, make the lighting effects a bit bolder, and give the player a better sense of progression when they finish a round. For now, I'm going to get to work on those circles. Alrighty, got the rotation taken care of, so I'll go ahead and show you what that looks like. There's kind of two parts to this. First was matching up the rotation speed of the player circle and the target circle, but I also had to set the initial rotation values the same so that when the circles are the same size, all the little pixels are lining up and you don't see any kind of empty space between there. I think that was the initial commenter's idea, to get rid of all that empty space between the perfect circles, so I'm happy to do that, and I think it was a big improvement. Next up, I'm going to see if I can enhance the lighting effects a little bit. Right now on the options screen, when you toggle them on or off, you can't really see much of a difference, but I think they're a cool effect, so I want to see if I can just go in there and make them a little more obvious to the user. Alright, so I wrapped up some changes to the lighting. I didn't really have any requirements here, so what I did do is bump up the intensity of everything a little bit and make a pretty cool change to the player's lighting. I'll go ahead and show you that now. If we turn the lighting effects on, hopefully you'll start to notice some of the halos around these fireflies blinking in the background. It is kind of hard to tell because the scene is the most lit at this point, but they are slightly more intense than they were. That's certainly the case for the player here. You can see he's got quite an intense glow to him. And the change I made here was to always match the color of the light to the player's circle. And what that means is at the beginning here it's kind of this yellowish green, and as you get later in the game and you start to unlock the red and the orange and the pink circle colors with the higher multipliers, that's the light that'll be produced. So we'll go ahead and lose the game. Continue with the add, that'll give us a multiplier boost, so we should have the amber circles now. And we get kind of an amber glow behind the player. I think this is pretty cool. I haven't actually tested this on the pink circles yet and stuff, but I think it's a neat enhancement. Let me know what you guys think about those changes. I really can't quite decide if I think the player's light is a bit too intense, but yeah, just curious to hear what you guys think. Anyway, happy with the changes I've made tonight. I'm probably going to take a break and grab some dinner. May or may not make any more progress tonight, but anyway, I'll catch up with you guys soon. Welcome back. It's Wednesday around 6:30 a.m. and I only have a short development window for today since I'll be playing volleyball pretty much all night. So let's see what we can get done. A short dev window like this lends itself to one or more small fixes or tweaks, so that's exactly what I'll be doing this morning. Specifically, I'm going to be creating a pulsing effect for the score text on the endgame screen just to draw your attention a bit more to the score you achieved that round. I'm also going to decrease the multiplier reward from continuing with an add from 5 to 3 and increase the unlock values of the other playable insect characters. The prevailing theme so far in testing is that it's just way too easy and quick to unlock everything. Finally, I'm going to clean up a few simple defects. I'll let you know when all that's done. Alright, so we've taken care of all those things. I'll go ahead and show you what I think you might be interested in. Of course, the unlock values are now a bit higher. This is going to take more testing to figure out if these values are in the right place. As it stands now, you can still get a really high score if you're doing very well, so I think it's going to take some time to hone these down perfectly. Also, if we go ahead and play the game and lose the game, you'll see on the end game screen this score pulses a little bit just to draw your eye to it a bit more. I think it's a nice effect. So I'm happy with the progress this morning. Like I said, I'll be playing volleyball all night, so that'll probably wrap things up for today. It is now Thursday morning just after 6 a.m. I'd normally be getting ready for the gym, but volleyball was long and exhausting last night, so I'm taking the morning off. At around 7, I'm hoping just to relax and play some video games before work, but until then I want to get started on this week's big ticket improvement for Blink. I think Blink has a neat progression system in terms of being able to unlock new characters. What it lacks is a good way to show you your progression. Right now, all you can really do is go check the unlock screen to see if you've unlocked anything new. What I'd like to add is some kind of indicator on the in-game screen that will show you what you're working towards unlocking next and how many more points you need. I think it'd be really cool to have an animated progress bar here, but for now, I'm just going to get started on the logic to count up the points and show you the next unlockable character. Alright, so after about an hour of development, here's where I'm at. I've got a progress indicator component that loops through all of the unlockable characters, looks at your global score, and determines which character you'll be unlocking next. It'll load up the image for that character and give you a little bit of text to tell you how far you have to go. So if we go ahead and hit start over here, I guess we don't really have to play much. We'll just go ahead and head right to the end screen. You can see the UI has changed a little bit here. Of course, now we have the image of the next character we're going to unlock, how many points you need to unlock that character, and then I shifted this stuff down a little bit just to make room for everything. Like I said, hopefully this weekend I'll have time to create some kind of cool progress bar that will animate and load up when you get to this screen just to give you a feeling of how much progress you made in that previous round. I know this feature is kind of coming as an afterthought towards the end of development, but I think it's going to end up being crucial to how well Blink ends up doing. I created all those extra unlockable characters to give players a reason to come back and play the game more. But now that we're also showing the players their progress after each round, I think it's going to give even more motivation to get a couple more rounds in before they're done with their play session. It's especially the case if they're close to unlocking the next character. They'll just want to get one or two more rounds in to see if they can complete that. Anyway, I'm really happy with how this is coming along, and that's probably going to wrap it up for this morning, so I'll catch up with you guys soon. What's up guys, it's Saturday around like noon or so. I just spent the morning climbing and running errands, but I got all that knocked out. It's supposed to be like cloudy and kind of nasty outside the rest of the weekend, so we're going to try to make as much progress on Blink as we can. So I can see three things on the Trello board here that I think I'd like to knock out before wrapping up the devlog. Of course, we already made some progress on the indicator that shows you which character you're progressing towards unlocking on the in-game screen. What I did not end up accomplishing was incorporating maybe the Unity slider to show kind of an animated progress bar as you end the game and you're getting close to unlocking that next character. That'll be a good enhancement to work on today. I got an interesting comment from a fellow named Karsten who suggested that there be some kind of extra unlockable character skin or maybe a background for making the in-app purchase. I think that's a great idea, but right now on the player select screen I have 2 rows of 4 characters. I don't want to just add one more because then it'll obviously look off. So what I think I'm going to do is create 2 more, one that you unlock organically and one that you get for the in-app purchase. What I need from you guys is to comment down below 2 more flying insects that you think I should draw and implement into the game. Whichever 2 get the most thumbs up, I will create those, and those will be implemented probably next week. And finally, I've got my Easter egg. I think I know what I'm going to do for that, but obviously I won't tell you guys. Alright, let's kick things off and see if we can't make some kind of cool progress bar. Alright, I got a quick progress update for you guys. It's been about an hour, and as you can see, I've got a slider here with a value that changes to kind of show your progress from your previous unlock to your next unlock. Now, if I go ahead and watch an ad and get a big boost, I'll see if I can get some quick points here to show what that slider looks like once it starts moving. So I'll get about maybe 50 points here, and hopefully that'll be enough to show some kind of cool animation. So I'll go back to the in-game screen, and you can see this is going to slide up from where it was previously and show you your progress. This is obviously good progress on this slider, but I have a problem right now where once we get to the end, it's not really telling you anything about the character you just unlocked. So I'm going to have to figure out some system for, I don't know, some kind of special effect when you actually unlock something. So I'm going to keep going at it. Alright, so it's been about 40 minutes, and I think I've figured out how to correctly handle the case of when you unlock a new character. As you can see, we're on the in-game screen here, and we're about to unlock the Ladybug. He's a little bit dimmed out right now, and it's telling us we have 9 points to the next unlock. We'll go ahead and hit play again, and I'll try to get 9 quick points. Alright, so we got about 12. We can see the bar fill up, and we see you unlocked a new character. Tap it to equip and play again. So if we go ahead and tap the ladybug, which is now no longer dimmed out, we go back to the home screen as you would have if you hit play again, and you are now equipped with the ladybug. So I think that's a pretty decent way to handle the case when you unlock that new character. Of course, I'm welcome to feedback. What I don't want to do is get too complex here in terms of how I handle this. So I think this is a good compromise for now, but I'm curious to hear what you guys think. Also, perhaps worth noting, this is what it looks like once you've unlocked all the characters. The text just says you've unlocked every character, nice job. The progress bar is all filled up, and you see the Luna Moth, which I think is the coolest looking character, and indeed it's the last one you unlock. So there probably is something cooler I could do here to show you that you've unlocked all the characters, but I'm trying to find a nice compromise between level of effort and just something that kind of tells you you've gone ahead and unlocked all the characters. So let me know what you guys think. Well, it took about 2 hours, but the progress indicator is now wrapped up, and I honestly think that's just a huge factor in encouraging the player to play more rounds in the session. So I'm just really happy with how that turned out. In terms of the new character skin, I think I'm going to wait until I hear back from you guys about the 2 new insects before I go ahead and try to implement that. And of course the Easter egg, I'm not giving you guys any hints about that, so I don't think I'm going to include that in this week's devlog. With that, I think it's time to sign off for the week. I really appreciate the enthusiasm you guys have shown for Blink and the suggestions you've provided. I love implementing them, and they're making the game so much better. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.